Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about my experience with the Vi peel. Like I said, I have had the Vitalize peel about 3 years ago, and I had a bad reaction to it, but I got great results. So I'm going to explain a little bit about that and the Vi peel. And it's cloudy out today, so I just put my overhead light on. I wanted you to be able to see my face with the light, and then now I'm going to go without because I think it's better without the light. You can probably see better. I've got as much daylight as I can. But the main thing I wanted to do, I think I'm going to put the link to the Vi peel, their website underneath, and they have a great website, and I mean a whole list of questions that you would ask and they answer. And I didn't do a lot of research because I figured you could look at all that. I just mainly wanted to tell you about my experience with the Vi peel versus the Vitalize. Now, I will say it was kind of two different situations. About 3 years ago, it's funny how it happened. I just walked into a med spa because they carried the Glow Minerals, and a friend of mine had started wearing the Glow Minerals foundation. And when I went in there, I still, of course, had this spot on my eye like I still have. And the girl said, well, we can do the IPL on that, yada yada. I ended up coming in. This particular med spa is owned by a doctor and a nurse. They're both ER doctors and nurses. And so I felt, very comfortable there. And I started the first thing I started for hyperpigmentation was the Obagi Nu-Derm system, and I started with the retinol, and I was on that for probably about, I'd say a couple of weeks, and the esthetician there recommended that I do the Vitalize peel to kind of just, instead of spending that 6 weeks peeling off that skin that the Obagi does make you do, she says that way you can kind of just get it all off at one time. So she recommended that I stop doing the Obagi with the retinol cream a week in advance, and so that's what I did. So I went in, got the Vitalize peel, and I can honestly say it does hurt. This is the Vitalize peel, not the Vi peel. The Vitalize peel did hurt a little bit. It stings. It almost feels like ant bites or something. It's just a stinging sensation. And I handled it so well. I just got it on my face and my neck to about right here. And I, could handle it. She had a fan on me. So she did 3 passes of it. And then they do a neutralizing solution. I did that on a Monday. Went home. Nothing that day. Nothing Tuesday. Wednesday morning, I woke up with huge just whelps. Like a whelpy rash. Like down my neck. All over my face, mostly in the areas with the pigmentation. So different spots that I have were extra rashy and itched like nothing I have ever felt before. So I immediately panicked and went in, and they really didn't say I'd had an allergic reaction, but they did tell me that to go ahead and put on hydrocortisone and definitely stay out of the sun, put your sunscreen on, yada yada. Well, the next day it was probably worse. And so I went in again, and they just put I can't remember, it was some kind of hyaluronic acid, just a bunch of moisturizers and stuff like that, and assured me everything would be okay. So everything did get better and better as the days went on. And I swore I'd never get another one done, but everything went away, nothing scarred, and my skin looked so good after I got that Vitalize peel. I mean, even my husband said, I know you went through a lot with that, but it did a lot of good. I mean, you could see on my neck exactly where it stopped because it just removed almost every bit of hyperpigmentation. And then, I can't remember how many weeks after that, I started back on my Obagi with the hydroquinone. And I think I laid off the retinol for a little while, and I had beautiful results. Such good results that until now, I haven't really, done a lot with it. I finished my Obagi, and Bridget, she's looking for something to get into. She goes into the kids' toy boxes and gets out little prizes for herself. So anyway, let's see, where was I? So now, and fall is a good time to get into your skincare and get into stuff like this, because in the summer I really don't get into it that much because you just can't help but be out in the sun, especially with children. So this fall, like I told you, I decided to, you know, a lot of my pigmentation had come back, and I had tried the different, you know, all natural type things and the Shiseido skin light brightening and all that stuff, and nothing was really working that good. So I decided to go in and get a facial and, you know, kind of go from there. Well, like I said, I ended up getting the Vi peel. Now, the difference in the Vi peel and the Vitalize, the Vi peel is actually supposed to be a little bit stronger. And I did write down the ingredients just so I could tell you. The Vitalize peel has salicylic and lactic acids. The Vi peel has more ingredients and is supposed to be much less painful, and it is. It did not hurt to me at all. It has TCA, retin A, salicylic acid, vitamin C, and phenol, which is an antiseptic, and it aids in penetration. So the biggest difference when you're getting it is it does not hurt. The phenol smells just like the chloroseptic that you spray if you have a sore throat, and that helps numb your skin when you're getting the peel. So you do not really, they do a prep on your skin. She's playing. They do a prep on your skin that kind of has that little prickly feeling, and then they put the peel on, and it really doesn't hurt at all. And there's just, that's what they say, it's basically a painless peel. Now, with the Vi peel, I had done on my face, my neck, my whole décolleté, and the backs of my hands. So that was another difference. I think the Vitalize peel is $150 and the Vi peel is $250 where I go. So they put that on, and I wasn't to wash my face or anything. They didn't have to put a neutralizer on it. It just kind of, you know, fades away. And I wasn't to wash my face for, you do it at least for 4 hours. But I got mine done about 1:30 in the afternoon, and she told me not to wash my face until about 10 o'clock that night. Now, they send you home with a little kit, and it'll have a gentle cleanser, and it will have, you know, good instructions, and it'll have these two little wipes that you use on the first night and you use on the second night. And I believe those are retin A wipes. And what you do is you cleanse your face, and then you take that wipe and you wipe over. You don't scrub, but you wipe kind of, you know, you make sure you wipe down those places that you had the peel. And that is kind of like, I think, like a booster. So I had the peel done on Saturday, and let's see, Sunday, the next morning when I woke up, it just looked like a sunburn. And not even really that bad, but it was just red, you know, and I was able to just use mineral makeup over that, because I remember we went to church that day, and I just used mineral makeup and my eye makeup, and I didn't feel strange or anything. Now, Monday is when I started noticing peeling around my mouth and my nose. And that's usually the first place that you'll see it, because you're moving it, you know, when you're eating and stuff like that. And it's layers of skin. I don't know if you've ever been sunburnt and you have those layers of skin, but it's not really thick layers, and it's not like it hurts, you know, but you do not peel it. That is the biggest thing. If you are someone that likes to pick or peel, I almost suggest that you just don't even get it done, because you can really scar your skin if you peel that before it's ready, because that skin under there is fresh skin, and you don't want to peel it before it's ready. So what they recommend doing is just taking like cuticle scissors and peeling that little bit of skin off. So Monday I didn't really have any problems with that. You know, it doesn't hurt or anything like that. Tuesday, I remember it peeling out more, and you know, peeling out this way, and you can see it's kind of exciting, because when it peels, and mainly when it really peels off is when you wash your face, and you're still washing it with that gentle cleanser, which is like one of those milky, creamy type cleansers. And they also give you they gave me a mixture of, they gave me some hydrocortisone in a little cup, and then they gave me the Vi Peel comes with a sunscreen and a moisturizer, and the moisturizer smells so good, and it's really thick and moisturizing. So every night, I think you do it 3 times a day. So 3 times a day and at night, you mix the hydrocortisone with the moisturizer, and you put that all over, and it feels so good. And of course, you use the sunscreen every day, no matter what, even on the, on all of your skin and your neck and your hands. So let's see, about the 3rd and 4th day is when it really starts peeling, and my forehead was the last, and like up around my hairline were my last ones to go, and even for days after that, I could, there was places in my hair peeling and everything like that. Now your neck doesn't peel. It did peel, like right up here it peeled sheets of skin, but my chest and my hands really peeled like, kind of like it more just sloughed off than it did in layers. And they peeled a little bit later than my face did. So, by the next Saturday, it was pretty much all peeled off, and it looked great. Now, I will say it did not peel off all of the discoloration. Like my darker spots are still there, but what it does peel off is all that, the light pigmentation and all that, I don't know, I hate to say dirty looking skin, but just the old skin, especially after the summer. It just peeled off all of that old dead skin, and it just makes your face feel so fresh and young feeling. It makes it feel real, just moist and tight, and you can see, I hope you can see my neck and my décolleté. Now I still have plenty of spots and everything, but you can see how it, it's already glows. And the back of my hands, I hope you can see, and you'll see in my later videos, it got off a lot of the pigmentation and made them feel shinier, and it just makes you feel like it's new skin, and that's the best thing about it. And I think it does, like the retin A, all the different things, the vitamin C, they all work together to get down deep. It is a medium depth peel, and so even after the skin is, sloughed off and peeled off, it's still working to generate new skin, new collagen, new skin cells, and that's what makes it, your skin look so good and just glow like it does. So I can say honestly that it is worth it. It's worth it. I don't regret it, and you'll see in the statistics, I think like almost 70% of people say that it was worth it. Now, if I had to compare the results to the Vitalize peel, I would say that I had better results as far as with the hyperpigmentation with the Vitalize. But I went through a lot of pain, a lot of irritation and just itching like you would not believe. I have never had an itchy rash like that before. And just a lot more downtime. It hurt more when I had it done. So I would definitely get the Vi peel again before I did the Vitalize. Now, they say next time I might not have that reaction with the Vitalize, because I think that probably what happened is with the fact that I had already been on the Obagi and already been on that retinol and stuff, maybe that's what made me have the reaction. So this time I decided to get this done first and then start the Obagi. Now, I've been on the Obagi now I started last Thursday, and I've already started peeling and I have a little bit of redness right there. And that's what it'll do, is it'll start peeling away all those old skin cells, and it'll start regenerating. And the beginning phase of Obagi takes about 6 weeks. And I'm going to do a whole separate video on the Obagi. But I just want to tell you that I have had that done, so if my face looks red or anything, that's why. But so I'll be glad to answer any of your questions that you have on this, and I do recommend it, but I do want to stress that it is going to be different with everyone. The application might be different, The results are going to be different. Your skin may react different. I'm just telling you my experience with it. And also, another thing I wanted to mention is this peel, one thing that's different about it is it's supposed to be good for all skin types. Like a lot of times you'll hear that, African American or Asian skin, they shouldn't do peels. Well, this, you'll have to check with your doctor, but I know that the pamphlet, which I did have, but Bridget chewed up. I don't know if any of you have little dogs, but she just shreds everything. There she is now in her chair. I don't know if you can't see her. But she shredded up my pamphlet. But you can do it on all skin types, and it's good for acne. And I believe it said that children can do it as early as age, I think it was 12 or 14. So, and I do know that I had a bump, like right here on my jawline, that I had, gosh, it was going on like 2 weeks, that I had left alone, and it would not go away. It was kind of like one of those cyst things that's underneath the skin, and you just can't, you don't want to mess with it, but it just won't go away. And that, it just zapped it. I mean, it just totally dried up and went away, and I have barely had any blemishes since. So, and this is good for acne scarring. You can read about all that on the website, and I will put a link down below. So, if any of you have questions, please feel free to ask me, because I know I watched a lot of videos and stuff on it and looked at, that's the first thing I do when I'm thinking about getting stuff done, or if I've had it done, I like to read on it. But I can give it, thumbs up from me, and John has noticed too. And I wanted to say too, when you get these things done, don't immediately think, oh, I'm going to be able to go without makeup, and don't let that keep you from getting it done if you think, oh, well, I'll still have to wear makeup. Because now, even already since I've had that done and the little bit of time I've been using the hydroquinone, I have noticed that I am able to use a lot less makeup. And like today, I have on the Mercier Loose Minerals, and I don't have to use any concealer underneath it like I used to. I had to conceal a certain spots because the mineral makeup wouldn't cover it up, and now I don't have to use that at all. And I don't have to use a kabuki to put it on. I just use the Laura Mercier brush that I got from a friend. And so now I don't have to use as much, and that is a wonderful thing. It does make you feel so much better to be able to use less makeup. And I will say, when you get the peel done, this one or any peel, they do recommend you use mineral makeup after it. And I just, even with doing the Obagi, I feel better putting the mineral makeup on because it's good for your skin, and I feel like it doesn't smother it as much. So you might want to make sure you get some type of mineral makeup to wear after you get the peel, because even though it's not going to look that great, because you will still see the peeling skin, it's better than a lot of heavy, makeup trying to mask it. It's better just to have a little bit over it, plus the added sunscreen that you get with that. Hey everyone, it's me again. Today when I was out, I thought of a few more things I wanted to tell you that I forgot to tell you this morning on the Vi peel. I've already come home and changed clothes, changed into something a little more comfortable. But one of the things I want to tell you is, I don't know if this will end up being a good thing or a bad thing, but when I was getting my Vi peel done, evidently she went really close up underneath my lip, and I don't know if it went on it or if it just seeped into my lip line right here. But you can see I've had incredibly chapped lips right there. I have not been able to wear any lipstick or lip liner. I've been wearing just gloss. So it could be good, because it could, just like everything else, cause my lips to regenerate and collagen and all that kind of stuff, and it could make them, a prettier line or whatever. But it has been a pain because I've had to really keep exfoliating it, and it's been really, really chapped. So that's one thing you might want to just mention. The top one it didn't do, but the bottom it really got chapped right there. And I noticed this is one of the first places that peeled. So that was one thing. Another thing is when I went in, let's see, last week I went in to ask her something about my Rafisa, and she was asking me how I liked the Vi peel versus the Vitalize, and I was telling her that I thought I got better results out of the Vitalize, and she was saying that really the Vi peel was a little bit stronger. But she said that there is like an extra step that they can do with my esthetician did say there was an extra step that they can do with the Vi peel. I get the Vi and the Vitalize mixed up to I guess it's just some, to make the percentage stronger or something like that, and that's what she suggested that I do next time. But I think I'm just going to see how everything goes with the Obagi, because right now I've gotten such great results. I don't think I want to spend the money and do all that stuff again. I'm just going to stick with my Obagi and the Retin-A and see what that does. Somebody had asked me in my last video where I mentioned this peel, why didn't I go to a dermatologist instead of a esthetician? And there's really no reason except for that's just where I began all my stuff. And I don't know about you, but our insurance, we go to like a group of dermatologists, and every time I go, because my husband's had skin cancer, so we're real diligent. We go he goes I think twice a year, and I go once a year and get checked out all over. And a lot of times I'll have a list of things to ask him about, and they are in such a hurry. And they really aren't, it's not the same as going to an esthetician where, they sit down and they're more apt to help you with different little things. The dermatologist, I noticed, kind of like when I asked her about the Lilash, she just immediately wrote me a prescription for the Latisse. It's kind of like she was just checking off my list and didn't really want to sit down and talk to me about it. And I understand they're not all like that, so you might want to go to your dermatologist. If you have a dermatologist that can perform the Vi peel, that might be the way you want to go. And I also just wanted to stress that these are just my results. Yours might be completely different, and I would hate for you to get it done and then something bad happen and you get mad at me. But I don't think I think if you do everything the way they say and you don't pick at it and you don't peel it, like I saw there was another girl here on YouTube that was just said that she was like screaming in pain and all this stuff, and I think what she had done is peel it, because I did peel accidentally just a little bit around my nose that first day, and it really hurt. It stung. It felt like ant bites or something. So you just want to make sure that you do not answer all your questions. And I kind of wanted to do a little bit more so you could see my face and see. Let's see, this isn't really my bad side. I have one little spot right here, but right here you can't even see it. And I just have on just the loose Laura Mercier and no concealer, so it's already getting so much better. And like I said, I'm going to do a separate video on the Obagi. I'm doing the Obagi Nu-Derm, and it's called Condition and Enhance. And you start off, well, I always start off with the travel kit, and that way you get all the little things, and then you can kind of replace them one at a time, and it's not so expensive as much as it would be if you got a full size of everything. And you do have to have a prescription to get that clear, because it has the 4% hydroquinone. And I understand there's a debate whether the hydroquinone's bad for you or good for you. I wouldn't be on it like continually. Usually what I do is I finish that cycle, and then I do something that's more the all the I can't remember now, all the different licorice and all the different other natural things that they say are lightening. And sunscreen. I just can't stress sunscreen enough. And I'm also going to do a video on like beauty time savers, and one of those is going to be to put a small tube of sunscreen in your car. That way, if you have to run out of the house to do something in the morning, take the kids to school at the last minute, you'll have your sunscreen. So, Bridget and Will are playing. So anyway, I hope you guys have had a great Monday, and I will see you real soon. And please just ask me any questions if you want to, and I'll be glad to answer them. Bye-bye.